It's really going nuclear here, guys. Pay attention to this. This movie should get you really excited. If it doesn't, I don't know what you're doing. For the reason that things are so exciting right now. Why? So much good news about Bitcoin that it will keep going up, guys. Justin from Will Watch. 1 billion UCT were made at the Tether Treasury. This took place earlier today in the morning. 500 UCT. Then we printed another billion earlier today, making a total of 2 billion right away. That's why we're seeing Bitcoin pump, guys. It will take at most 3 days for this money to be added to Bitcoin, which will speed it up even more to pump higher. The plan is now very clear. I told you guys that it's pump-only mode since the weekly candle is closed. The gates to heaven are open. For XRP to open, it needs to be above $3.05, which is about to happen. First, though, Bitcoin is rising, and every other cryptocurrency will follow. BlackRock buys 5,000 Bitcoin, and now has more than 644,000 Bitcoin. At this point, BlackRock has never bought so much before. As a side note, they never stopped for months. Check out the pattern. Over time, the black line must be getting higher and higher, right? There were a total of IBIT imports. Okay, so BlackRock is the reason BlackRock keeps buying, right? They know the game plan. That's why. Do you think they'll buy a little more than 500,000 Bitcoin? If they thought it would fall today, they were wrong. So the time when we see this trend go down in the opposite direction is a problem. That should be a warning sign. But it isn't right now, it's going up. Then BlackRock and Fidelity just bought $65 million worth of Ethereum, which is good news for Ethereum. The fact that they bought both Bitcoin and Ethereum is even more proof that everything will pump. Are you sure this is magical? I really don't understand how you're not excited. Blockchain ETF from BlackRock is now one of the top 5 ETFs in terms of year-to-date sales. Since the bulls are back, a lot of money is being put into the market. This money comes from retail, people with a lot of money, and insiders. But that's not important because USCT is about to put in $2 billion. That's why Bitcoin has now risen above $110,000. It's all-time high. We've been trying to find that will for a few days now. It started out as a Bitcoin long position worth 200 million Bitcoins. Then it went up to about 405 million Bitcoins. Then 670 million Bitcoins. And now it's at what? For those who are interested, the 40x long stake just passed $1 billion. This guy knew what was going on. That's crazy. He was sure that he should go in with them, by the way. That's evil because the price was already close to all-time highs. And he's like, you know what? It doesn't bother me. That was the only thing that would make me want her more. He's worth $10 million and wants to make $10 million for Bitcoin. And this joke coin, he's making $13 million. Okay, wow, it looks like he keeps adding more and more as Bitcoin goes up. It's crazy, like how or what. Afterwards, the fact that someone just opened a $134 million long trade on Bitcoin makes things even stranger. He knows what's going to happen. Yes? What do we see? Hold on. This is another long. Plus it's 40x. What does this 40x number mean? Since the last whale. This whale, his name is said to be James Wynn, but I don't know for sure, opened an account worth 40 Bitcoins, or $135 million. What's wrong with that? Do you think they love that number? Now let's talk about Bitcoin. We figured it out, which means we were right. What does Bitcoin need to do? As we said, if you go above 106K, it will choose this way, which was up. Which pump did we have to hold for 1, or just over 2 times? Take a look at that right there. Where were we? We were just in this area. Right here. The next resistance will be 113K to 215K. Now let's talk about this area. It looks like that will be strong pushback. Okay, let's see what happens in that area. Support is 106K, but resistance. But I think it will go to pushback. Indeed, Raoul Pal is making things look great. It must have been this easy, right? All of these people are famous because they said they wouldn't go off track. Let's just say that they wrote it as if they believed it. They had faith in the liquidity. Global M2 shows that the money supply is growing, and has been for a while. Bitcoin follows this trend. That means if Bitcoin came after it soon, the price should hit 160K soon, which means in a couple of months at most. 160K is a bit strange. Do you know why? Because that is the next point of resistance. Check that out. Strange. It's interesting that there's one around 140K, but after that it's around 170K. That's pretty cool. What do you think will happen? You were right to believe in the cash though. Guys, you deserve a pat on the back. From a trustworthy source. A lot of people said it was impossible, but it looks like we're on our way. Right? Really interesting. Wow. That was a long time ago. Okay, this was written like a year ago today. This month there was a pump and consolidation, and then it went to the next range high. Right? That looks like a blow off top. Yes, that one could aim for 170,000. As we said before, or even closer to 200,000. We'll see. What's crazy? Hey, this is Benjamin Cohen. Please like this movie. It doesn't matter that Bitcoin is close to its previous all-time highs. What the heck is going on here? How? What? What do you think about this past social metric risk? The price is shown by the blue line. The whole social risk is shown by this line. This bright line. And no one cares. It is actually at zero. What? Is this real? Total risk to society. But the price has reached a brand new high for the fall. Yes? Let's look back at the last time the price hit a new high in the fall. It was like this. This is what social danger looked like here. Not now. It's not alive. Doesn't anyone care? That could also mean that everyone took a back seat and sold their Bitcoin. That dump right there. Since everyone was too scared when it was going up and they never bought back in. Now nobody cares. Crazy. Interestingly, something interesting happened today, because stocks and cryptos are no longer connected. The stock market was going down, but cryptos were going up. There was a breaking event today, and money was moving from stocks to cryptos. I think that people are investing in Bitcoin because they see it as a safety measure, a safety net, or a safe asset. With all the problems in the world, and the fact that the Chinese stock market exploded, everything is going up right now. The gates to heaven are open. Yes? Do not act like a bear, because $3 billion worth of Bitcoin shorts need to be sold at $120,000 each. That's what they want. Yes? When you compare it to the longs, 97K is just what? Not even 500,000. No one is even wanting. Wow, all of them are shorting though. We're going to go higher because of that. Then, if Bitcoin hits a new all-time high, $2.7 billion worth of shorts will be closed. Okay, there is a huge amount of money to be taken for free, and the whales are only going to get it. Eat more and get more money, right? Then you'll become a bigger whale. So we see that just hit a new all-time high for the week, and the hype is real. Okay, in the event that Bitcoin stops at some point, the heavenly doors will be open, and it can't happen because negative divergence will form. This is why they're trying to pump it as hard as they can. Coming up next are 116K, 128K, 6K, 136K, and 148K. Okay everyone, the sky is clear and blue, and I hope they keep pumping it. If they do, Bitcoin will become the 5th most valuable object in the world by market cap. Look at that, all the guys want to be in. I told you before the building fell. Bitcoin is going to keep going up in value. The secret hands are pushing Bitcoin to keep going up and up and up. As we speak, the parabola is taking shape, and things are moving quickly. We want to see that. As you can see, money is running away from gold, stocks, NFTs and everything else, and into Bitcoin. This will eventually affect all coins, and we hope it happens.